I might actually invite Bao up quickly too, because he's my business partner too. Come on up. I know you were trying to get out of this. I guess I asked the guys what to talk about, and they kind of said whatever your experience was. So I'd like to talk about failure and failing hard and failing fast and failing forward. It's something which we've only learned over the past kind of year or so. And before I start, we do a startup in the mobile space, mobile games, in particular fantasy sports. So we have a game where you jump on, you can play your mates in fantasy sports and beat them and post on their wall and fun and excitement like that. So, but throughout the process, we failed a lot. We failed hard, we failed forward. So what I mean by that is every week, every day, we make mistakes and more mistakes. And I think it's a big part of Australian culture to overlook it and say, no, I'm not making a mistake, it's okay. But for us, it was adopting those mistakes and saying, how can we make a better product? And how can we make it better for the user? What are we doing wrong? And we actually thought, let's try and make as many mistakes as possible, because at the end of the day, we had a better product for it. And every week, Adrian and Nathan will grill you about everything about your product, and they won't tell you to do it. They won't tell you to go off and build this and do that. They'll just tell you what's wrong and give you guidance on a direction to go. And from there, you have to fail and fail again until you come back and say, I've got this, it's awesome. And they'll see that. They'll see that this improvement's happened. But I think it's a simple message, but it's a message from us which is a key to winning at Angelcube is failing. Is failing and adopting that as a culture in the business, because it's key to success and making a better product.
Yeah, I guess when we were thinking about applying for Angelcube, we had a very small prototype out in the market, and we're like, oh, what's this Angelcube program? You know, doesn't sound that great. Give away a bit of equity for like not much cash, but but to be honest, when we digged a little bit deeper, we spoke to a couple of like ex-Angelcubers. It was just really about the experience and the help that Nathan and Adrian and all the other network of mentors provided you was of real value. So we put in an application, we got through, got grilled in the interview, and it was like really interesting. I think in the interview there was like 5 guys on the panel, and I think the net worth in that room was about $100 million, and so that was really intimidating.
And none of them believed in what we're doing. Adrian thought we're an idiot. It wasn't until one guy who's actually involved in LifeX now, I don't know if he's here tonight, piped up and said, oh, I dropped $100 on Clash of the Clans the other day. And everyone just looked at him. You've got millions of dollars and you're spending on Clash of the Clans, and then from that moment people started clicking that there might be an audience out there that likes this, and so there might be traction. And that's what Angelcube looks for, is traction.
That's right. So they're really about, you know, you've got this kind of idea or this little prototype, but you've got this big grand vision that's, you know, you're just ready to hit it out of the ballpark, but you just need help. And I think that's where Angelcube kind of comes in, and they give you that guidance that you need and that push to really make things happen. And you know, it's not very often when you can kind of walk into a business and just, you know, be valued at not much money at all. But if you really put in the hard work, take on advice, make key decisions with your business partner or your mentors, you can walk out of there with, you know, the business, you know, maybe worth a couple $1 million, and that's really a big success with 3 months of hard work. So I think that's credit to the Angelcube program.